Telly Riley currently was doing a battle, and it was everybody. It was like 300 something plus 350K people in the live, and so for some reason wasn't able to get the mic to work properly. And it was echoing audio, and it was it was one of the most anticipated battles that's been going on since this quarantine started. So I've been really kind of worried about technology lately because it's so many people that are having to adapt and aren't stepping up to the challenge yet, and the learning curve is very apparent. So in this era, how is everybody getting adapted to the technology and the gap there is?
Well, also, Charles, they like the whole world wasn't ready for everyone to jump on the internet anyway. So like the airwaves are crowded and they had to make adjustments. I mean, like even Netflix had to make adjustments and they had to lower the quality so all the people could watch. Like technology is not 100% and it's always going to fail. And it's just one of those things where you just have to have backup plans ready. Like as somebody who works in education, like I mean, teachers all the time, like you have a plan and then you have a B and a C because anytime you try to do something in classroom, it's not going to work. So it's like having another way to make it work so that whatever you're trying to do it's not going to be unsuccessful. But it is a learning curve and, everybody is trying to figure it out and they're still developing things right now because they're troubleshooting. They're like, okay, this is not working. People are Zoom bombing. We have to add this feature. We have to take this away. Now that everyone is on the internet and on Zoom and all these different apps, now they're starting to add these different features like being able to go live on Facebook and all this other stuff because of the demand. So people have to actually like say to these companies, like, we would like this feature. This part isn't working. And if that communication continues, then they can, make it better for all the different industries because everybody has different needs.
Yeah. I feel like technology, we should just, one, learn it before we go live because, like, the thing about the whole Teddy Riley thing, he sounded fine before Babyface came on, right? But then as soon as Babyface came on, we got the echo, we got the feedback. If he would have done that with like another, like a test run and had somebody come in like, oh, how does it sound now? Then it probably would have been a better experience. And like she was saying, as far as like the technology goes, sometimes it doesn't go right. So you have to have a backup plan. And I used to work not only in education, but in the hospitality field. So what we would have to do is like if I work in the front desk at a hotel, everything's computerized. All our guests are computerized, but we also have to print out everybody that's in the hotel because if the power shuts down, which it has happened before, we still have to know like who's in what room. Otherwise, it'll be chaos, right? So you have to have a backup plan. And I feel like with the Teddy Riley, he could have easily kept going. If he would have just plugged his auxiliary cord into his phone or got in the car or went to his studio where like Babyface had a setup. It was very simple.
Well, let me ask you this.
Play his songs.
Let me ask you this. What about, to me, he also had a lot of people there with him. And so something I would say too is that
he was scared.
You gotta have people. You gotta have people.
His way out.
There was enough. Yeah, okay. I'm just saying. Look, there was enough people. Okay, if he couldn't figure it out, and I get it, there is a thing. Also, look, something that Puff. Shout out to Puff, and my years in working with Diddy, I got Diddy stories, and they all positive. So one day I'm gonna have him on here too. But I say in my 5.5 year tenure, I would say that I did learn early on when we was creating Revolt. He said he wanted to have young people around him, and he would be like, "It's too many old." He would come in the room. It's too many old people in the room. Too many old people in the room. That's instantly. He on their helmet, right? He like, there are too many old people in the room. And what I want y'all to do is, if you old, go find you somebody young. I need you to go out there. I want to find this is for real.
Babyface older than Teddy Riley, so I don't want to hear that.
But guess that's what you're missing. He probably somebody set that up for him.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Sure. So what I'm saying is look, you can't be the old guy rapping and you got an old guy, hype man, and DJ. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, God bless. If you do have an old guy, guess what? You better stay. You gotta know it. I need you to grab the auxiliary cord, plug it into the system, bring the computer up, and get my sound right. You feel me?
But
and
my girl Alex, she's right here in the music industry. Alex, let me tell you something. If you do a test run, it don't matter how old or young you are. If you do a test run, you gonna figure it out, right? It don't matter about the age. You gotta prepare. Period. You gotta have a backup plan. Period. If this don't work, all right, let's use my cell phone. Like, what was
especially with that, like, long of it? Because how long we've been waiting? Because Babyface got Corona. We've been waiting for this for a long time, so they have more than enough time to test this shit out while they were promoting it, and knowing damn well there's going to be hundreds of thousands of people on there. They should have been tested that.
I think it was a simple issue that could have been fixed, because that shit happened to me on my live before. Where it came from, the hype man needed to turn it to the cameraman. Because if they would have picked the phone up, the phone was echoing off the wherever it was sitting on. Then he had a microphone. So you got the music going into the microphone and the live. So if he would have cut the microphone off and just lifted the camera off whatever surface it was on, we would have been able to hear everything clear. But like she had said earlier, he didn't do a test run to know that. You know what I mean? So it's like it happened in front of the world.
He was, Simba, if I ask you on my live right now and perform, what are you coming with a bunch of other shit? Or are you just gonna start spitting bars?
I'm gonna just spit the bars.
Exactly.
I'm gonna just spit the bar. He definitely was trying
simple, stupid. That's what they taught me at elementary school.
He definitely came prepared for a concert to a live, and it was just like, nah, dog, just play the music.
Yeah.
So y'all been seeing these memes? I'm gonna send y'all some of these memes.
They on his.
No, because it happened like real time. Then I had to come on the live with you. You know what I mean? It's crazy because
that's why I literally have no idea what you guys are talking about. Like, not one.
Don't worry, Una. I don't either.
I love to talk, and I always have an opinion, but I have no idea what you're talking about.
Una, do you know who Babyface is?
I know. Okay, so I'm not from this country. When I I'm a foreigner. Okay, so so I've heard a Babyface or two song. I think I just said his name right. I'm not sure, but I have no idea what anything else you're talking about.
Girl, he's the GOAT. Like he made every baby making song that probably
don't have a baby.
People had babies off of. He made all the songs.
Okay.
Basically, they were, and I don't understand. I mean, I don't know either. I'm picking up and putting it together. So they were battling based on the music that they've created to see who was better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the audience was going to decide and vote on who the winner was. Is that how it was?
Well, it's presented by Timbaland and Swiss Beats. They have some kind of scorecard that they delegate the winner to. Last time was RZA and DJ Premier. They said nobody won, his hip hop won. So we don't really know.
Oh my God, that's
the semantics of it. However, we just are there to experience two greats going head to head, and it was like it wasn't able to happen because people wanted to feel like, okay, this is what I really feel. Teddy Riley is a great at what he does. He was the creator of the New Jack Swing era sound. Babyface, the GOAT of all times. Like he's the GOAT. So going up against that is already like, okay, I gotta bring my A game, and I feel like that's what made him want to be like, oh, let me show I can play keys, let me show I can perform, let me show I can do this, I can do that. Versus like just play the song, because he knew he couldn't compete. Period.
Straight up.